Good morning, Americans and humans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Wednesday, April 19th, 2023. And today's comment's going to be on AI, warning from your own people. It seems like you humans, especially you Americans, are in love with technology. That technology is the answer to everything. It really isn't. It's an assistant, yes, but it's not the answer to everything. You have looked at stuff that, we can automate that, and we don't need workers for this part, we don't need workers for that part. Uh, we can do without the human equation. Really? Oh, well, a lot of societies, humanoids and not, have found that AI can be detrimental to their own existence. Heck, even people here on your own planet have warned you about this. As in your 20th century Einstein, you called him Mr. Hawking, Stephen Hawking. He warned you about this. Writers have warned you not once, not twice, but in 3 different programs. Glenn Larson, Battlestar Galactica, and the Cylons. And then you have the Orville program with the K-Line there, and Star Trek with the Borg. Although they're a symbiotic life form with a half and half, but they're still more like the Cylons and the Kalons than anything else there. And they do exist. Your cohorts that shared this planet with you a long time ago, based on information that we have found from civilizations that were around longer than us, that are no longer around. The spreaders, for one, the what you call here in Mesopotamia Awanaki, we call them the takers because that's what they did. They would take and not give to a planet, and infringe on the planet's development, which wasn't too good, especially for you guys. And a few others that were long gone, and we have just found artifacts from them, no written language or anything yet from them, but they were either humanoids, reptilians, or, in 2 cases, insectoids origin civilizations that lived. You're looking about 100,000 to 2 million years ago. Okay, of your years. Humanoids, by the way, are old. They're older than us. I mean, we've found evidence of a humanoid society that lived about 1 billion years ago in what you call the Orion constellation. They were probably the first ones that spread their seed all over the place. Are we part of them? Well, we don't know. That's going to be something that somebody will find out soon if it can find more artifacts from them. Are you part of them? Maybe. Maybe not. Because we are similar. Your race and ours. We're humanoids. We got differences, but we are still humanoids. But back to AI. I mean, if you can't take that, your cohorts here, the reptilian race I refer to as the Mushka, who left your planet 70 million years ago because of an upheaval. And no, it wasn't your, what do you call that? Asteroid hitting the Earth, for 3 mile or a mile long asteroid, and it wiped out the dinosaurs. Yeah. We'll put it this way. According to all the records we know about the Mushka, they lived on this planet for at least 5 to 10 million years. That's a long time. And remember, your reptile family goes back, according to you, more to 200 million years ago. So you're looking at the Dovian period, just after the Dovian period, you guys started with the reptiles. Well, somewhere along the line, a group of reptiles either were interfered with, or, as you called it, evolved into a bipedal society of creatures that were about, in your measurements here, Americans, about 5 to 6 feet high, weighed about 2 to 280, with what you call hands, but they were more like, 4 fingers, not 5, or their claws developed into some sort of appendages. They had a thumb there, and they could outrun a human big time. So they had a good running capability. They just didn't sustain very well in different climates. They relied on the heat. They were cold-blooded, as you call them. Well, their ancestors, and there was a lot of them, what you called your dinosaurs and other reptiles, populated the earth, yeah, but somehow they had to go, you have to go. Give me the Charmin, yo-hoo, I need the Charmin. Poor bearsies. They get a bad rap on that one, don't they? Anyway, well, you have to go. They had to go. But when they went, you go. Just think of yours about 100 times bigger. 100,000 times bigger, and you get their go. Oh, boy. There's a pyramid sitting in front of me here, but it smells terrible. Well, that's what it was. And methane has a habit of messing up an atmosphere, okay? And when you get too much methane and a little ionization in your atmosphere, it swallows up the oxygen. When it blows up, so for a little bit, the Earth's oxygen didn't completely go to zero, but it went down to dangerous levels that life couldn't sustain itself on this planet. At least not on the surface. But the people who lived in the waters and the people who lived underground, the creatures, they sustained themselves. That's why you got creatures that survived that. The dinosaurs, for the most part, did not. When that asteroid hit the Earth 5 million years later, well, there was not much to have there. And you supposedly archaeologists can determine that between 70 and 65 million years ago, you won't find many skeletons of dinosaurs. Okay? You say the Cretaceous ended at 65 million years ago. Yeah. But try to find any from 70 to 65 million BC. I double dare you to find one of those. Or any other life. But you will find in the Earth, you still will find that the oxygen level at the Earth had decreased. My speculation, and the speculation of our scientists, was that your planet, which has about 19 to 20% oxygen capability, went down to 10 or 8%. That's not enough to sustain a human being, let alone big animals. It can sustain small ones. But when you have that complete with your nitrogen of 75 to 78%, and argon levels, which has been decreasing on your planet ever since, but you had an argon level of 2% at one time here. And you need the argon. If you don't have argon in your atmosphere, you're going to be in deep trouble. And beforehand, for about 5 million years, it seems like this society here from the Mushka had developed what you call automated repulsor guns or reflectors, either way you call it. We would translate it from our language to yours into automated repulsor guns. It means that it will shoot a negative energy beam and repulse an object coming towards you. In your case, asteroids. So they had an anti-asteroid system that saved the planet because it got deployed every time an asteroid came within probably 2 million miles. In our planet, our repulsor guns come in every time some object comes in 2 million miles. The guns will deploy. If it's an asteroid, they'll deploy. If it's something else, then we send ships over there to intercept to make sure that they're good guys or bad guys on there. But yeah, you seem to have the same system under the Mushka here, that they had automated, some sort of either beams or automated repulsor guns that repelled asteroids and put them into a separate orbit or pushed them back outside of the solar system. Depends on the power they had. Ours will push it back outside of our solar system, because those repulsor guns will shoot a beam at 20 million terawatts. And you scientists here on Earth know what a terawatt is. That's 1 trillion volts of your electricity. And just think 20 million watts of terawatts being shot at a certain beam level, not to destroy it, because you don't want to destroy it. You get a lot of different little pieces coming at you. You want a special beam that'll push it away, not destroy it. Okay? So that's what you had. But the Mushka also they liked the AIs. And today, their population has dwindled to about 3/4 what it was 3 centuries ago. So you got 25% of them that were here 3 centuries ago, and that's all you got left. The rest is AI. So they're heading the way of your Glenn Larson's Cylons, who inherited their empire from a being in the way you, Glenn Larson, portrays them. They must have been reptilian. Anyway, this is your favorite alien saying, this is what you're heading for, humans, and especially Americans, with your love of technology. Oh, I sure hope you love them. Because when the mission comes around, those are going to be your AI that you're thinking of, killing you from space. Good day. Bye.